Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Sigval here and welcome back to another video. So in this one we're going to take a look at some more Sword fights, and we're going to take a look at some fights against boss Manta in Heroic 7 and at the same time against boss Reverse Flash in Heroic 7. I'm gonna try to make them, I mean now, not really, because we're gonna not be able to have a single video for Darkseid, because he's most likely gonna get one shot. But we'll have this video today about those two bosses, and then we're going to move with the next video about the other two bosses, maybe a separate video about Lord Joker, I don't know, and then eventually get to Darkseid. But here we have Manta and Reverse Flash. I'm going to basically show you the various teams I'm dealing with them. Keep in mind this is the main account, so I might at points have more things available at my disposal than you. But at the same time, as far as I remember, and specifically in those fights against Manta, I don't think I could take advantage of anything unusual like Beta Club or Sword of Sin or Sword of Salvation. We're mainly only going to be using Firebox artifacts and Nora Snow Globe artifacts. This Tiki and Flan Sakuman fight, and we let the first clone get in there. And now we're doing our best to combo interrupt him. First clone needs to go in when he uses super move, because you shouldn't get the clone in there faster. I think for this man it doesn't really matter, but for other fights where there's no chaos tagging and you can actually sit in the fight with the clone as much as you want, you don't want the enemy having super move available, because if you play it correctly, that will lead them to getting to super move and there's no counterplay to that. Right now we do have all the third specials from Basic and Flan Sakuman. He's not gonna do much more for us here, but we're going to try and get the second clone here. And as far as I remember, I messed the second clone up because I wanted to try my absolute best to see if there's any way to get two third specials with the clone if we manage to do it in the last minute when at full power and we use third special just as soon as we tag in. And because of that I messed up, but I tried this in the past and it's simply impossible. You're gonna get tagged out by the chaos tagging too fast. And yeah, there I did a swipe and I believed I could use the third special. You can see me clicking it, so honestly I'm not 100% sure that was necessarily my mistake. But yeah, that clone died without using the third special, and that sucks, because we did lose a lot of damage there. We're not dealing that much damage to him as it is, because of the limitations of this fight, but it's fine, it's fine. We're just gonna move on and forget this ever went wrong. But looking at that, the fact that I could clearly see myself clicking that third special and it not going off, I'm not sure, bro. I'm not sure that was necessarily my fault. So here I have Deathstroke, and so we have Power Girl in there just to speed up the process. By the way, I cut a bit from the first part of this fight because I was like playing for 15 seconds, then got food delivery, paused it, restarted it, and I was like, ah, screw it, I'm just gonna start it at the point where it's not gonna get further paused. We got the first clone in here, which tanked the super move. One special 2, a second special 2 with the Deathstroke clones, because the special 2 is so much cheaper if you're lucky enough and you played well enough. We were not lucky over there, and it was kind of early in the game for me to have that much power generation, but you can essentially use the second special 3 times before it gets tagged out by the chaos tagging. Special 2 in there, we got him pushed to a corner, and that was actually the last special 2, so at this point I'm gonna let him dip. And that was not a great tagging for that clone. I should have blocked, because I should have known that at the end of the combo he's gonna use a special, so yeah, rep. Now for the team that actually did the best here, we're going to move into Battle on the Drowned. This is my main account, Battle on the Drowned, so you need to keep that in mind. This time we're not doing 3 stars Battle on the Drowned with 1 gear, we're doing 6 stars Battle on the Drowned with 2 gears. So already amazingly better. Also level 10 Firebox will be here. We're gonna have Arkham Knight, Batman, and John Stewart, Green Lantern for them to basically buff her hazard dot damage, and they're gonna do so even when dead, but I'm not gonna be in a rush of getting them killed, because I'm not sure she can tank the super move. I'm still not sure she can tank that super move. She most likely will die if she tries to tank the super move, so we're just gonna try and play the safe. Arkham Knight Batman in here, and he's gonna get hit by the super move, got taken out. There we go, nothing else to worry about in this fight, unless I screw this up so badly, though I doubt that will happen. Just keep comboing chopping his ass. Comboing chopped again. We still have Johnster Green Lantern that kinda needs to die, so whenever you feel like, my dudes, there we go. I turned the jump back in there, and yeah, for the rest of this fight, we're just basically going to combo and chop this man and get in and out of final form and have some points in the fight where we deal a lot of damage and some points where we don't, because that's simply how it goes. It kind of sucks that Batwoman the Jaunt herself doesn't have a more instant way to stack Crisis energy, because if you pair her up with Batman Fs, obviously you can stack that much faster for her, and they do complete themselves in that situation. But in a situation like this, it really sucks that the only way you have, and also for the people who don't have Batman Fs, I am in that situation on the secondary accounts. But over here, the only thing that I can do is just do basic attack hits, and it's gonna be a slow grind to getting to final form, and I think it's gonna take us literally a bit longer to get there than the time we actually sit in it, which sucks. When we activate it though, it's gonna be some decent damage. 9.7 mil per second. I definitely can't complain about that, but there's gonna be a lot of downtime in between. Our damage on basic attack hits is gonna be severely reduced, though this was not anyway the selling point of this team and the main source of damage in this fight, but this man's fortified as well, which means that he's basically got maxed out defense. And that doesn't hurt in any way, shape or form our hazard dots damage, which is the purple numbers, because they don't care about defense unless the damage on them is based on the damage on basic attack hits, which in this case is not. For League of Anarchy it is. So while the dot damage for League of Anarchy can be reduced by the enemy's armor, because it's reliant on your normal damage, this doesn't care. So you can fight fortified enemies, you can fight dot immune because this is hazard dot. I know it sounds a bit complicated, but yeah, sadly this man is gonna live. Like, I didn't mess it that bad up with Skinflint, Suckerman and Deathstroke because it was only a bit off in terms of damage here, but yeah, one more second special from Deathstroke or that third special from King Landing would have actually spared me one additional fight, but it's okay, it's not gonna be too bad. We're gonna use Classic Superman here plus Manta. Classic Superman to reduce the defense a bit, so Manta can dig a bit better in there. We can burn the enemy with the special 2 to reduce defense that way as well, that's definitely an option, but I just put Classic Superman there because why not? Come on, chop his ass. Come on, chopped again, building those passive stacks. Manta's doing fine with the firebox, yet again, not the ideal artifact for him, but doing well enough with it. And there we go, that's Manta down. Took quite a few fights, not gonna lie. And now to the most annoying boss in Ninja Sumo. Well, I said this when the Soul Raid released and I first got to this man, and I'll say it again. To whoever had the amazing idea of having Reverse Flash, who in the game has one of the fastest AI movements and the fastest frame advantage over the player. Whoever had the idea of giving it face transition, giving it the Brainiac animation, I hope your pillow is gonna be warm on both sides for the entirety of your life, my dudes. This is messed up and annoying, and I'm gonna deal with this easily here, because I got League of Anarchy plus Raven, I got the gears on Raven, so she can take a few hits. On the secondary account we had to be extra careful when dealing with this man, because we still use Raven League of Anarchy, but Raven would die if this man farted in her general direction, so this is gonna be so much better for most people. And also Sword of Sin here, so we're going to constantly power drain him, so you don't have to worry about his specials, who are long animation, so they are gonna waste a lot of time, and they're map wide, which means backing off is not gonna do anything, and your positioning related to his position is not gonna be helping in any way, shape or form to determine when he's going to do those specials. I hate this boss from the bottom of my heart, and I hope we never see something like this again. And look, they kind of learned their lesson, because when we have class transition bosses in further Soul Raids, they're not gonna do the Brainiac animation anymore, then they're not gonna stagger you. And that was not helping anybody anyway, it was just annoying. But yeah, all that being said, thank you so much for watching. Like it if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it, subscribe for more videos like this. I mean, look, I post 2 videos a day. And all you have to do is to click that subscribe button, and it's not a commitment. You can always change your mind. So yeah, might as well do that. But yeah, thanks so much for watching yet again, and goodbye.
This is the future.